Hi, my name is Donna Edwards, and I'm super excited to be talking to you all today. And can I just say how awesome all the speakers and sessions have been so far? It's so fabulous that we can host these free events, and I love that this one is going all around the world. It's very cool. I've been working with AWS for 2.5 years now, and I'm on the She Builds committee running the CloudU programs, where this year alone we've had over 10,000 women register for our programs. I initially joined AWS as a partner manager, where I got to help consulting companies grow and develop their AWS businesses. While I was in this role, I created a free training program called CloudU to help make training accessible for everyone and to encourage anyone from the community to start learning AWS. I moved into the training and certification team a year ago so that I could formalize and scale the CloudU program, as well as work on other innovative initiatives to help train as many people as possible around the world. Coming from a HR and leadership background of about 20 years, I am passionate about helping people with their career development and progression in both technical and non-technical roles. I am also passionate about creating a more diverse workforce in the tech industry, and specifically helping women build their confidence in tech and realize what an awesome and exciting place it is to be. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the benefits of developing some cloud skills, share with you some practical tips so you can get into the action straight away. And I'm going to share with you more about the She Builds CloudU programs, also interviewing a few fabulous participants. Now is the best time to work in the tech industry. In fact, across Asia Pacific, over 90% of organizations report a lack of cloud skills currently, and the need for cloud skills is only increasing, with the number of workers with cloud skills expected to grow 36% per year from today's levels to 2025, which is the highest across all digital skills. The average worker today will also need to develop 7 new digital skills to keep pace with technology changes over the next 3 years. So with the millions and millions of digital workers needed by 2025, why not you? There are so many different types of roles in the tech industry. In December 2020, Amazon announced that it will help 29 million people around the world grow their tech skills with free cloud computing skills training by 2025. Our goal is to empower learners at all levels to build with confidence and leaders to drive transformation and deliver results in their organizations. So let us help you too. Moving on to some of our awesome training that's available to everyone. There are 3 of my favorite training resources for getting started with AWS training to develop your cloud skills that I wanted to share with you today. The first is our digital training site, which has over 500 digital AWS courses on it. You can filter by knowledge level or do keyword searches if you have a particular topic in mind. And even if you just search the word intro, you can get a short intro course to just about anything AWS related. The Skill Builder site that is linked on here has pre-prepared learning plans for different areas, such as developer, architect, networking, and they will take you through hours and hours of training courses and labs that will help you on this learning journey. The second is our free live and on-demand training events page. We have lots of scheduled live training events in all different time zones run by our AWS trainers. You can filter these by level, type, location, and language. This page also has our on-demand training, which includes some of my favorite Twitch training shows. I highly recommend checking them out. And the final one is our ramp-up guides. These are pure gold. They have role-based guides like developer or architect and specialty-based guides like machine learning or serverless with all the links you need. So a mix of digital training, reading material, hands-on labs, and exam preparation material. If you look at the website links there, they're all from the same aws.amazon.com/training site. So head there first and it will link to all of our great resources. Now I'd like to introduce you to the CloudU program. And I'm sure there's a few of you watching today that have been part of these programs. So huge shout out and welcome to you all. We designed the CloudU program for people who wanted to learn in a flexible way to suit their own situation and availability, and also learn as part of a fun, supportive community. The program is made up of weekly or fortnightly mentoring Q&A sessions, self-paced digital training modules, and a Slack channel for general Q&A and support throughout the program. There are 2 courses within the CloudU programs. One is the Cloud Practitioner, which is open to anyone without any technical or any AWS experience. It runs for 8 weeks and is a really great first step to pivoting your role more into digital or specifically looking to gain AWS skills. The second program is the Solution Architect Associate program. About 30% of our participants that do the Cloud Prac program follow on and do this one to go deeper into architecting AWS cloud solutions. The program is suited to people who already have some sort of technical background or have done the Cloud Practitioner and want to go deeper. We launched the She Builds CloudU versions exactly 1 year ago at the She Builds Day to create a safe space for women to learn together while building confidence, supporting each other, and growing their networks, which we know is something specifically that most of us can improve on and is so important to our careers. Since these programs kicked off 1 year ago, we have run another 8 programs in 2021 with thousands of women getting certified and giving fantastic feedback about the programs. We are able to run these programs for free with AWS supporting the mentoring and running of the programs and our exam voucher sponsor, Accenture. So big shout out to the Accenture team for your support. I especially love getting to see all the LinkedIn posts and stories shared as the graduation events happen and so many people sit their exams. We also run a few other Women in Tech panels and career events as part of the program as well. And our community all shares job opportunities and community events with each other. We have a very busy but inspiring Slack channel community of over 5,000 women from all across the world. Now I'd like to chat to a few of our recent She Builds CloudU participants so they can share their experiences with you today. I'd like to introduce Sudmita Adabala, who is based in India. Sudmita is one of our 2021 Cloud Practitioner graduates and recently got a new position as a Cloud Security Engineer at Byju's. Sudmita is also a mentor on our Slack channel, helping new participants with their Cloud Practitioner learning journey. Welcome, Sudmita, and huge thank you for joining us today to share your experience at the She Builds Summit.
Thank you so much, Donna, for inviting me to share my experience of She Builds CloudU program. It was very glad to be here with you.
Thank you. And can you start then by telling us how you heard about the She Builds CloudU program and why you joined?
Yeah, like it was June 2020, I guess. I was about to get into the cloud technology. I was looking for so many opportunities because certification is not an easy task for us to do because we have to pay much for that. So this program, it was really interesting for me to join because it was not only giving us only training but also offering free sponsorship for every woman out there who are eagerly waiting for the opportunity to learn and grow. So this was an opportunity heard by my friend Raju. Like it was very happy to hear by them, and I registered for that, and it was a game changer for me.
Fantastic. And can you tell us a bit about your experience on the program? So what did you enjoy or what did you find challenging?
Yeah, firstly, that I got a email from the She Builds CloudU program to join the Slack channel. I have joined. It was very new platform for me to join, but it was really an interesting to interact with every woman out there because we only have it was a program only for women. It was really such a great opportunity to interact with every woman out around the globe because we one on one having so much of conversations about their experiences of their life, not only about the studies, and we are also having so much of fun, and also we are having weekly sessions to clear out doubts, and training was in the like we are having training in this 8 period, I guess, 8 period week, I guess. It was really indeed having clearing doubts by one-on-one, by having a great mentors like you, was clearing our doubts every day and day, on how to build our career. Not only AWS cloud skills, but also we are getting highly motivated to do something new. Uh, like in the future events to get more women into the tech. It was really a great initiative by AWS She Builds CloudU for women to get into the tech and stand by themselves.
And so speaking of future, has it had any impact on your career or your life?
Yeah, it has huge impact on me. I have given my exam of cloud practitioner by the end of August, so that I have been applying to the jobs after that cloud practitioner certification. Only I have applied to the Byju's. Only one I have applied to the Byju's, and I have given my interview. I have got selected to that. It was really because of this intensive program, because by this intensive program, I have acquired so much of knowledge of AWS cloud, which is booming technology, so that it really helped me to get into the job.
That's so exciting. That is a great result. That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Smita, and thank you so much for sharing your story. You've had such a great result, and you've been such a great mentor on our program as well, helping other women answer their questions. So thank you for being part of it, and thank you for sharing your story today.
Thank you so much, Donna. It was really great for me to be here and sharing my experiences. Thank you, really. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
I'd like to introduce Peter Demidenko, who is based in Perth, Western Australia, along with me. Yay, Perth! Peter is one of our 2021 Cloud Practitioner Program graduates and is also part of our Solution Architect Associate Program. Peter is the Group Data Protection Officer at BGW, one of our AWS customers. Welcome, Peter, and thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your experience on the She Builds CloudU program.
Oh, thank you very much, Donna. It's wonderful to be here and just explain my experience. It's fantastic.
Thank you. Can you start with telling us how you heard about the She Builds CloudU program and why you joined?
Yeah, sure. My goal has always been to bridge the gap between theory and operations in data protection. So speaking with some of our engineers, I was introduced to the AWS She Builds program. So I was like, wanting a bit more information. I hit up our awesome accounts manager, Elena, and that is how I registered for She Builds.
Excellent. And can you tell us a bit about your experience on the program? So what you enjoyed or found challenging?
Sure. I'm going to say, and probably most of us ladies, I was apprehensive because I'm not technical in nature, and thought I'd be way out of my depth. But seeing all the other ladies and hearing their stories, I think we all felt at ease, which was fantastic. And having the program schedule and knowing we had the weekly FAQ sessions meant that I could work at my own pace, but ask the AWS gurus for assistance when required. Hearing other women in tech experiences, listening to the exam sessions, exam prep sessions, and enjoying some of the laughs with my new colleagues, it made the entire Cloud Practitioner course a fantastic experience. So much so that I'm actually currently completing my Solutions Architect search. Craziness.
So cool. And so you did graduate the Cloud Practitioner program and now have moved on to our Solution Architect program, which is super exciting.
Yeah,
and so
through She Builds.
Yeah, fantastic. And has the program had any impact on your career or life in general?
Yeah, working at an online gaming company in data protection can be tough. I'm just putting it out there. But having the awareness of AWS services and how they can configure to A, create the best games in the world for where I work, and B, build data protection by designing those games using the services available. It's a total win-win. For my confidence, I still get chuffed when the guys are talking about S3 and Fargate and CloudFormation, and I'm like, yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
That's awesome. And any tips for other women who might be thinking about joining programs?
Yep. 2 words. Do it. Do it. Us women have a tendency to overanalyze and to understand the great world of AWS requires learning a black magic that we simply cannot achieve. I'm telling you, we can, and we did. It was fantastic.
Thank you so much, Peter. It was so awesome to hear your story. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us all today, and very excited to keep working with you on the Solution Architect program.
Absolute pleasure. Looking forward to it.
I'd like to introduce Irina Detochkina, who is based in Sydney, Australia. Irina was one of our 2021 Cloud Practitioner graduates and is now mentoring on our current SheBuilds CloudU programs, giving back to the community. She was awarded one of our recent AWS Community Group Awards to acknowledge her contribution. Irina has a Bachelor in Linguistics and has been a full-time mum and family carer for the past 11 years. Welcome, Irina, and thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your story about your experience on the SheBuilds CloudU program.
Thank you for having me. It's such an honor.
And so can you tell us a bit about your experience on the program, what you enjoyed, what you found challenging? It'd be great to hear your story.
Oh, SheBuilds is a perfect fit for me. You know, I don't have a tech background per se, but I am capable of learning and ready to put some time and effort into studies and excited to learn new things, just like any of us, I guess. The biggest challenge, though, for me is always to carve time for studies out of my life with 2 young children. When I was studying for my first certification, I was watching videos on the run and reading articles on AWS services while kids were playing at the playground. So I need to learn everything from scratch, which is fine, but it's time consuming. And what I enjoyed about SheBuilds program, most of all, those were Q&A sessions with AWS specialists. And those are people who actually work with customers. And they found a minute to dial in a call and answer my questions on services and solutions. I mean, how cool is that? And another big thing I enjoyed with SheBuilds program was this were panel talks with women who actually were busting myths on women in tech careers. Well, spoiler, everything is doable.
And of course, we also then have amazing mentors like yourself who complete the program and stay with us and are mentors helping other women that are just joining the program. So I just want to do another shout out to you for how much time and how much support you provide all of the new women that are currently doing their program.
Donna, I've got 2 daughters and I'm really passionate about making sure that the future is diverse. So yeah, I believe in that.
Very important. So last question, have you got any tips for other women who are maybe thinking about joining our future programs?
Sure. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable is not just a fancy phrase. We are really all of us good at certain things in our lives, but when you start learning something new, at some point you feel like you're the most stupid person this world has ever seen. Well, that's not true. And still it's okay to feel that way. And there's where study ethics come into play. The best place to start your journey is to admit that you know nothing, right? And add just yet. I don't know that just yet. I'm going to find out. I don't understand this yet. Liz Mackay taught me that. And don't hesitate to reach out for help, whatever help you need, be it knowledge or resources, experience, or encouragement, or just a virtual hug. I'm always happy to share my experience and spend a fair amount of time on She Builds Slack channel, watching amazing women studying, struggling, sharing their experiences. And it's such a joy to watch them succeed. If you feel like you are not bright enough for learning something new, something unusual, this only means you are not being patient enough once again. And learn to enjoy challenging yourself because it's going to be like that all the time. If you are looking for pivoting into fast-paced, ever-evolving tech industry, well, just don't forget to have fun on the way.
So good, amazing tips. And that is definitely one of my core values, is making sure that you have fun no matter what you're doing. So I do try to make sure this program is lots of fun. And thank you so much for sharing your tips, Irina. They were fantastic.
Thank you for having me.
Huge thanks again to Susmita, Peter, and Irina. I love hearing the stories directly from participants. And certainly one of the most rewarding things for me running the program is watching people join with very little confidence and seeing it grow and grow as their excitement and sense of achievement as they pass their exam. In every kickoff event, I say that there is no such thing as failure in this program. Just joining and giving it a go is success. Meeting this awesome network of women is success. And learning anything new is a success. So there's really nothing to lose. Now is the best time to get into the tech industry, which almost every company is now, or into a tech role. Personally, after 20 years in the industry, in a huge range of different roles, I love it more and more every day. There is always variety, innovation, opportunity to learn and grow, and most importantly, the opportunity to make a difference to customers, partners, and the community. I really can't recommend it highly enough. So before we wrap up and share our next program dates, I have a special announcement to make that everyone on this call will be the first to hear of. Our new CloudUp brand launches today, and we'd like to invite you all to skill up with CloudUp. Our next She Builds CloudUp programs are open for registrations. You can scan the QR code while they're here on the screen, and we'll also post the details on our She Builds LinkedIn page for you. If you haven't already joined, make sure you do. Our next Cloud Practitioner program commences next year on February 8th, and the Solution Architect program has monthly intakes as it's a longer rolling program framework, so you can get started as soon as December 3rd this year. Remember, why not you? Join one of our programs or get started on the aws.amazon training page today. A huge thank you for joining my session today. And again, thank you to my special guests, Susmita, Peter, and Irina. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn, and please stay safe, everyone. Thank you.